Good afternoon and a warm welcome to the House of European Football here in Nyon for the UEFA Champions League quarter-final and semi-final draw. And can I just start by saying that it is now in a position to look forward to restarting a competition that brings so much excitement and joy to millions of fans across the globe. This will be a draw with a difference. Representatives from the clubs still left in the competition can't be physically with us today here in Nyon for social distancing reasons. However, we do have the next best thing, and I'm delighted to say that they'll be able to join us remotely via video conference. Welcome all. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe in your respective cities. Wave here from the House of European Football, and I'm looking forward to speaking with many of you later on. Now, of course, all of them are very much looking forward to seeing what the draw holds for their respective sides. But before we find out who will be playing who, let's remind ourselves.
Of developments due to the spread of COVID-19 in
Tutte le
Europe.
partite della Coppa UEFA in programma per questa settimana saranno
El número de casos de coronavirus sigue aumentando por todo el
L'UEFA a
continente.
décidé de reporter les finales de ces compétitions qui devaient avoir lieu initialement fin mai.
Ganz Europa warten
Fans
geduldig
across
auf die
Europe are waiting
Rückkehr des
patiently for news of when football can return.
And finally, some good news. The wait is nearly
Infine,
over.
alcune buone notizie.
La Ligue des Champions 2019-2020 s'achèvera.
Champions League quarter-finals,
Champions
semi-finals and
League
final.
werden im K.O.-Format im August im portugiesischen Lissabon ausgetragen.
The UEFA Champions League is back.
It is back, and it was a long wait for the clubs and their players to get back to playing competitively on the pitch. Let's take a look at how some of them were preparing over the last few months, while also taking in a few of the lighter and more entertaining moments as well. Some great moments from the players' digital channels, from the club's digital channels as well, and we'd like to thank the clubs for providing us with some of that excellent footage. We saw there how some of the players and clubs got through lockdown, and we're going to have a chance to speak with a few of them right now via video conference. And as we take our tour around Europe, per se, let's start in Torino, in Turin. I think we have a chance to speak with Giorgio Chiellini. Giorgio, are you there? Can you hear me? Hey, Giorgio.
Nice
thanks.
to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining us live. We saw some players keeping busy there in the video. How did you spend your time in confinement and make sure that you stayed in shape as well?
It was not so easy staying in shape, especially for the older players like me. I woke up early in the morning in order to have 2 hours alone to train, and after breakfast start the real training of the day is running behind my daughter. Joking apart, was a really hard period for everything, but also for us. We can spend many times with our family that we never had this time during the season and during the last 20 years for me. Then not everything was so bad, but now we are so happy to restart the season, to play the matches, our league, and we are looking forward to start the Champions League, and we really hope to come in Lisboa, but we are not so sure to arrive, because before we have to play against Lyon, and we are not starting in the best condition.
Well, Giorgio, look, thanks a lot. You look sharp, you look in shape, so all that running after your daughter clearly helped, and good luck for today's draw. Also see Pavel next to you, so good morning to Pavel as well. We're going to head over to Madrid right away to speak with another player who knows all about this competition, is very experienced in it, Coque, the Atlético midfielder. Coque, buenos días, ¿qué tal estás? ¿Y fue difícil parar durante tanto tiempo y jugar después de tantas semanas sin competir? I don't know if Coque is listening to me and can hear what I'm saying. Coque, We'll go back to Madrid to try to speak with Coque in just a bit. We will stay in the Spanish capital, though, to speak with another club, someone also very experienced in this competition, but further back, I would say. We're used to seeing him here in the draw hall, Emilio Butragueño, representing Real Madrid. Emilio, good morning, or good afternoon, technically, I guess. How tough was it for your club to adapt to life under lockdown? Yeah, we are having some technical difficulties there with Emilio as well. We couldn't really hear you. Apologize for that. I believe now we're going to have a chance to go to speak with another club. We're going to Manchester, where we have Chiki Begiristain. I also wanted to ask you, Chiki, regarding the time in lockdown, how you dealt with it and what was the most positive thing. Obviously, it was a tragic time, but what was the most positive thing that you learned about your city, your community, and your club during this pandemic?
Hi, everyone. I think the more positive thing has been is that the togetherness that we have shown between the people inside the club, but also with the other sporting directors. Finally, we have talked about health, about people, about the problems that they are in the society and they had to solve, more than money, transfers, players, agents, and so. So has helped, I think, definitely for that.
Thank you, Chiki, and it's a pleasure to have you live following the draw.
Para a partida contra o Chelsea. Eu acho que esse é o ponto mais importante. Ele está concentrado e está focado, porque como o Juninho disse, o campeonato aqui acabou e agora os jogadores só terão um treinamento até a próxima partida. Mas claro que o Bayern de Munique é um dos favoritos a conquistar o título.
Giovanni, obrigado e parabéns pela época que o Bayern tem feito até ao momento. Last but not least, we're going to head over to Barcelona to speak with a representative from the Spanish club, Guillermo Amor. Guillermo, buenas tardes. Espero que te encuentres bien, tu familia también. La Liga volvió a jugar hace un mes. Fue muy importante para volver a jugar, me imagino, para todos, para los jugadores, pero para el club y para la comunidad en Barcelona.
Hola a todos desde Barcelona. La verdad es que sí, que teníamos todos ganas de fútbol, de empezar la competición. Sabemos lo que hemos pasado todos. Existieron dudas incluso si iba a empezar el fútbol, al final ha podido ser. Llevamos compitiendo en Liga y estamos en la recta final, con ganas también de afrontar la Champions ahora en agosto, con un primer partido contra el Nápoles en casa muy importante, yo creo que es nuestra primera final. Pero el equipo está ilusionado, concentrado, con la mentalidad justa para afrontar esta competición y acabar la temporada lo mejor posible.
Guillermo, gracias. Buena suerte también para el Barcelona para el próximo paso en la competición. Thank you very much for all of those who participated in this little preview of the draw, which will start in just a few moments. Now, the 12 teams in the draw, all trying to make the Final 8 tournament, which will take place in Lisbon, Portugal. In a break from the traditional knockout format, all these matches will be played over one leg, with the games taking place at the Estádio Sport Lisboa e Benfica and Estádio José Alvalade, which are both in the Portuguese capital. What promises to be an unforgettable 12 days of football will start on August 12th and eventually culminate with the UEFA Champions League final taking place at the Estádio do Sport Lisboa e Benfica on August 23rd. Now, no doubt today's draw will produce some fantastic matches for us all to look forward to. So, without further ado, let's quickly move on to the draw itself. Please welcome on stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti. Hi, Giorgio.
Hello, Pedro.
Great to see you.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen around the world. A warm welcome from my side for this draw ceremony here in Nyon. And, of course, a warm welcome, too, from the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin, who is eagerly waiting to discover the match lineup for this unique tournament. I would like to congratulate the 4 clubs who have already qualified for the Final 8 and wish the teams which are one step away from the quarterfinals the best of luck in their quest to join them in Lisbon. I cannot go ahead without expressing the sincerest gratitude of UEFA and European football to the health workers and all other key workers around the continent for their remarkable efforts over the last few months. Your dedication to the cause and commitment to helping others has been outstanding and is the gift allowing our society to try and return to normal life. Thank you very much. And many thanks also to the Portuguese Football Federation for stepping in and offering their help in staging the Final 8 in Lisbon, and many thanks as well to the Portuguese authorities for supporting this event. We are really confident that with the continued and constant collaboration between all the stakeholders, we will successfully conclude this season in Lisbon. And last but not least, thank you to the Turkish Football Federation and the city of Istanbul for their understanding in moving the Istanbul final to 2021. It has been indeed a challenging few months when only belief and determination could help planning for a restart. However, thanks to the excellent cooperation and joint work with the European leagues and clubs, football has returned first domestically and now finally also at European level. We believe this is important because football is a significant part of our society, and its return means that we are all on the way of having our life back the way we like it. But more than anything else, the last few months have shown everyone the benefits of working together for a common goal. Soon, fans from across the globe will have the chance to see the crème de la crème of European football go head-to-head. We are all eagerly awaiting to see the greatest club competition in the world back on center stage when next month the UEFA Champions League takes the field again, heading for an exciting Final 8 in Lisbon.
That's correct, Giorgio. Thank you. Now it's time to introduce a special guest who will be helping out with the draw. He's one of the very few players to have lifted this delicious trophy right here in consecutive seasons, but for different teams, while also he knows a thing or two about Portugal. That, of course, was the great Paulo Sousa, who lifted the trophy with Juventus in 1996 and then Borussia Dortmund in 97. We welcome him now on stage. Olá, Paulo. Tudo bem? Welcome.
Thank
Paulo,
you.
great to have you here. Obviously, you know all about this competition, won it on 2 occasions. I wanted to start asking you about Portugal, though, because you also played in Lisbon, the city that will host the Final 8. Mm-hmm. What does this event, quite unprecedented event, means for Portugal and Portuguese football as far as hosting it?
It means UEFA trusts, first of all, in our organization, in our federation, in our government, and also a big input from our country, you know, to do everything to help this great invention. This is an event with a huge dimension. This is, in my opinion, it means a lot also for Portugal. It means a lot also probably, and I hope it can means also for the Portuguese clubs, where it can motivate to invest in the right way, sportive and economically, of course, in these teams where they can be at this level competing against with the best clubs in the world.
I have to ask you about your days as a player when your hair was longer. When you won the title with Juve and Dortmund, starting with the Juve final against Ajax. What memories do you have from that game?
No, it's already competed against Ajax. It's at that moment, the 3-4 years from them, it was really amazing. For that, Juventus, all my teammates, good organization, well concentrate, you know, to after a while to win that final. I arrived to Juventus after Juventus didn't win a league for 9 years. It was not a revolution, but so and so. And the focus, of course, it's to build a team where it can be able to compete at that level and to win this important trophy like a Champions League.
You leave Juve, you join Borussia Dortmund, and then you're back in the final against your old team. Pretty strange feeling, and then I guess elation again by winning it in the end.
Something I predict Juventus they could arrive to the final because Juventus they build it up, you know, a cycle of a team where it can win all the trophies for a while. But I believe also in my decision to play with Borussia Dortmund. Something it's a team we played against twice in Europa League and Champions League. For that I knew it quite well. A team it could suit me also my game, and something I believe we could compete till the end. And so I tried to push and incentivize, motivate all my teammates, you know, it could be possible. Since the beginning, when I arrived to Dortmund, I said to everybody, I'm here to win the Champions League, something I believe. Probably also the culture of Juventus, it teach me, you know, that winning mentality, it's really important to provide and to feed every day to the victory. It was amazing and, you know, beat my foreigner, my
former team.
It was also really special.
Paulo, you're not going to help Giorgio Marchetti out with this draw, so I'll leave you in his capable hands. Over to you, Giorgio.
Yes, thank you, Pedro.
Different balls, but
yeah, different balls, a bit smaller than the one that you are used to. Now, just wait a second because I give a very quick reminder of the technical procedure of this draw. It's a very simple one. The 8 balls ready to be drawn contain the names of the 4 quarter-finalists already qualified and the 4 pairs of clubs involved in the round of 16. They will be drawn one after the other by Paulo. And this is a completely open draw. There are no special conditions, no country protection, no seeding. All the quarter-final matches will be played on the 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th of August in Lisbon. And the order of this draw will not necessarily correspond to the order of the match calendar. I've said everything, and now we go to what people want to see and to know. The pairings of the quarterfinals, the great return on stage of the UEFA Champions League. So the fate of these teams is in your hands, Paolo. Please start.
All the best for all the teams.
All the best to all of them, of course. Shuffle strongly and tell us the names one after the other, starting with the first team or the first quarterfinal.
Real Madrid, Manchester City.
So we start with a pairing, and what a pairing. Real Madrid, third-time winners of Champions League, and Manchester City. Manchester City, which is still unbeaten in this UEFA Champions League. So we wait for this round of 16 for the result and to know who will be the team facing this winner.
Olympique Lyonnais, Juventus.
Another pairing, Olympique Lyonnais or Juventus. So the winner of Real Madrid and Manchester City will face in quarter-final one the winner between Olympique Lyonnais and Juventus. So it will be a great match anyway. No small matches here, for sure.
Leipzig.
And the nominal home team of quarter-final two is RB Leipzig. Leipzig is the first time for Leipzig to qualify to the quarterfinals of Champions League. For sure, they will be, say, a very worthy contender.
Atletico Madrid.
Against Atletico Madrid. So that's already a match that we know because two teams which have qualified to the quarterfinals, Leipzig facing Atletico de Madrid. And Atletico Madrid has a good record in the quarterfinals, 3 times. Out of 4, they progress to the semifinals.
Napoli, Barcelona.
Now, for the quarterfinal 3, the first team will be the winner of the tie between Napoli, still unbeaten this year in Champions League, having already played 1 match against Barcelona, and Liverpool in the group phase, and Barcelona.
Chelsea, Bayern München.
And their opponent will be coming from the challenge between Chelsea FC and FC Bayern München, where 6 titles will be on the field, 1 on the side of Chelsea and 5 on the side of Bayern. Bayern having scored the most goals in this Champions League, 27.
Atalanta.
Atalanta now, another absolute beginner of the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, but certainly a great outsider of the season. They have scored 13 goals in their 4 last matches in the Champions League. So certainly not easy for anyone.
Paris Saint-Germain.
So not easy for Paris Saint-Germain. Atalanta, Paris Saint-Germain concludes the lineup of the quarterfinals. What do you think, Pedro?
I think there's never any easy games in this competition, especially when you get to this phase. They're all fantastic, and this is the first step on the way to the final in Lisbon. So take us through the next one. Let's focus our attention on the semifinals.
Exactly, because today we are here to define all the path towards the final. So after the quarterfinals that we have just drawn, and thanks to Paolo, we now pair these quarterfinals to form the semifinals. So obviously, the 4 teams which qualify from the quarterfinals are indicated at this stage as winners of quarterfinals 1 to 4. The first and the second ball drawn will compose the first semifinal pairing, and then we will go ahead and do the same for the second semifinal pairing. So it's very easy. Paolo, you have to shuffle these 4 balls, and let's see how these teams will get together in the semifinals.
Winner of quarterfinals 1.
So the first team of the first semifinal is the winner of quarterfinal 1, which will be one of the 4, Real Madrid or Manchester City, Olympique Lyonnais or Juventus. So one of these 4 teams will play as first team in semifinal 1.
Winner of quarterfinal 3.
So quarterfinal 3 means Napoli or Barcelona and Chelsea or Bayern München. So these are the 4 versus 4 possible opponents in the semi-final 1. While for the second semi-finals, we have already defined, say, ties.
Winner of quarterfinals 2, second.
Which is either Leipzig or Atletico de Madrid. And to make sure that our draw is fully correct, we want to see that the remaining
winner of quarterfinal 4.
Quarterfinal 4, of course, Atalanta or Paris Saint-Germain will be opposed to Leipzig or Atletico de Madrid. Only one thing is left, one simple draw, because we need to know which team will have to be named the first in the final. So please tell us if it will be the winner of semi-final 1 or winner of semi-final 2.
It will be the winner of semi-final 2.
So the winner of semi-final 2 will be named first, so the home team, so-called home team of the final, even if the final would be played at a neutral venue, and there will be no home advantage, of course.
And to confirm.
Against the winners of semi-final 2. And with this, we know everything from the quarterfinals till the final, and the floor is back to you, and many thanks to Paolo.
Welcome, it was a pleasure.
Great. We've done our hat trick of draws for all the 3 remaining phases. Let's take a quick look at the results. We have 2 ties that are fixed for the quarterfinals. That's RB Leipzig versus Club Atlético de Madrid and Atalanta versus Paris Saint-Germain. There's still a few decisions to take place in the round of 16 in the other 2 quarterfinal ties. Those matches will be played before the final 8 begins in Lisbon. Then in the semi-finals as well, the clubs already know who they'll be facing if they make it past the quarterfinals. And then on to the final, which will take place August 23rd in the Estádio da Luz, Estádio Sport Lisboa e Benfica in Lisbon. Let's take another opportunity to speak to some of the clubs who have been following the draw live via video conference from their respective cities. We're going to go back to Madrid to try to speak with Atlético, this time Diego Simeone. Diego, buenas tardes, espero que te encuentres bien. Tu primera reacción al sorteo, ¿qué piensas?
¿Cómo ha quedado el Leipzig en la Liga Alemana?
Está ahí cuarto, tercero. Juegan bien. Atacan mucho. Hacen muchos goles.
Y Atalanta.
Y Atalanta contra
Still some problems in reaching out to Atletico Madrid, unfortunately, but there'll be an opportunity to get their reaction later throughout the day. We are going to go to Paris now to speak with Leonardo, representing Paris Saint-Germain. Leonardo, greetings from Nyon. Obviously, Paris Saint-Germain have been aiming to win this title for a while now. Can this be your year? And what do you think about the path that's ahead of you? What do you think about the path that's ahead of you?
Hello, Pedro. Hello, everybody. No. To know when is the good time. That's not losing for the last 11 matches. It's nice also to say hello to the friends, and it's very nice to meet in Champions. For sure, I think it will be different, a different format. All these clubs has the possibility to win, and we
Leonardo, thank you for participating. We did have some audio problems there in our connection with Paris. We are going to head over to Italy to speak with Atalanta and the club president Antonio Percassi. Buongiorno, signor Percassi. Che cosa pensa di questo sorteggio oggi?
Niente, innanzitutto per l'Atalanta è un orgoglio essere tra le 8 squadre protagoniste di questa finale di Lisbona. È un sogno essere lì, ma soprattutto per la città di Bergamo è qualcosa di storico. La nostra avversaria è fortissima, siamo ai quarti finali, non potrebbe essere diversamente. L'Atalanta comunque giocherà con umiltà, con grande determinazione tutte le sue chance, tenendo conto che per noi è andare a scuola, imparare e migliorare sicuramente un'esperienza che farà molto bene al club con una crescita che si sta verificando. Siamo onorati di questo e sarà una partita memorabile per la storia dell'Atalanta.
Grazie e auguri per questa stagione per l'Atalanta. Also sorry for my Italian. On to Germany to speak with RB Leipzig. We have Marcus on the line. You're enjoying a fabulous run as well, much like Atalanta, an outsider into these quarterfinals. What's been the secret of your success and thoughts on the matches ahead of you?
Yeah, I think we have a clear philosophy. We have a very, very good young players. So we have a good coach, and he developed the young players in the last year very good. And yeah, we can finish the league at the third spot. It's for us a big success, and we are looking forward for this match against Atletico.
Thank you very much, Marcus. And thank you all who had a chance to participate in this draw via video conference. We also apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we did encounter. That concludes today's draw program. Stay safe, everyone, across Europe, across the world. And don't forget to tune in when the UEFA Champions League resumes next month. Take care.